Hey folks, this is part 2 of a 12-part series about rebuilding your local community. If you missed part 1, go to the Rebuilding Community playlist on my page and start there. These videos are meant to be watched in order because each one gives you something concrete to do and the steps build on each other as we go along. But before you can rebuild your community, you have to get honest about what is missing. Think about the mental map you carry of where you live. If something went wrong, who could you call? Whose door could you knock on? Where could you go and reasonably expect to see somebody that you know? For a lot of us, that map has gotten pretty small. A neighbor moved away and nobody really took their place. The coffee shop where people used to sit around now mostly serves people who ordered through an app and are already halfway back out the door as anyone is walking in. A community bulletin board has up and disappeared. Somebody you once relied on may still live 10 minutes away, but you haven't spoken in years. None of this usually feels dramatic while it's happening, like a weekly routine just stops, or a shared space closes, or 2 people lose touch, and then 5 more do. And eventually the absence just becomes the way things are. And that is important because community is mostly built through ordinary, repeated contact. Seeing the same people, talking for a few minutes, knowing who belongs where and who might notice if you stopped showing up. Once enough of that disappears, fewer neighbors know each other and nobody eats lunch together at work, and nearly every interaction starts to feel like some sort of a transaction. So, the exercise this week, or for this video at least, is pretty simple. Take out a pen. I didn't intentionally have this here, but take out a pen and a piece of paper and draw 3 rough maps. They don't need to look good at all. Mine certainly don't. But start with your immediate area, your street, your neighborhood, and the places that you could reach on foot in about 15 minutes. And then map your people. Write down the names of the people you regularly speak to in person. Not people you follow, not group chats, not somebody whose posts you like. People you actually see and talk to. The third map is about care. Who do you help? Who helps you? Where do you feel useful? Where do you feel supported? Where do you feel like nobody would really notice whether you were there? Once you have those maps, look at what's missing. Like what used to be part of your week or your month? Or who did you once rely on without giving it much thought? What gathering took place? Or role, or ritual, or routine? What of those things disappeared? Write it down, even if it seems almost embarrassingly small. Maybe it was a book group, maybe it was the neighbor who always stopped to talk, maybe it was a local event, or a regular meal, or a bus driver who knew your name, or one place where you kept running into the same people. Those things can seem very insignificant until they are gone. And then over time, people stop feeling connected to the place where they live. Now, some gaps are harder to describe. You may belong to several groups and still feel unknown. You may show up somewhere every week and still feel like your presence doesn't make much of a difference. You may want more connection while also feeling exhausted by the effort of trying to create it. That's this guy right here. Now, you don't have to fix any of that yet. Just identify it honestly. A lot of community building starts with somebody saying, I miss when we used to do that, or I wish we had a place where people could do this. That gives you something real to work with, and it tells you where the loss is and maybe where some interest already exists. Now, here's what I want you to do after you watch this video. Walk through your neighborhood slowly and pay attention. Write down 3 things you miss. They can be people, places, roles, gatherings, routines, whatever. Then write down 3 things your community has never had, but you wish it did. And lastly, ask one person who lives near you what they miss. You might find that they've been noticing the same things too. And that's really important. Shared recognition tells you where people might already be ready to reconnect, even if nobody has said that out loud yet. In part 3, the next video, we'll talk about forming your first circle, a small, dependable group where trust and care can start to grow again. For now, map the gap, if you will. Name what's missing and write it down. You cannot rebuild something until you can see where it was lost or where it disappeared. If you have questions about this, please let me know. Please follow along. The playlist titled Rebuilding Community is where each of these 12 parts will go so that you can reference back. Please watch them in order, follow them in a serialized format so that you can rebuild your local community now before you end up desperately needing it in the future and realize that you wish that you had started today. I'll see you soon.